My naam is Rieleen van. Ek is gebore en het groot geword in Suid-Afrika en ek het Ierland toe verhuis in 2011. Ek is 'n juweleontwerper en 'n kunstenaar en ek werk grootendeels met polymerklei. Tá mé Imeall las mé de chlondrahud ag Dhuinni Corcaigh le ma aircéile seanóg agus Rieleen siún agus Dhuinni. Tá me cheardlinn beag sa bhaile, foin staire ag rilear an tí. Bhí grá agam don crothacht ag Dhuinni, tá mé ag paintáil, fuáil, cnitáil agus ag bacáil le blianta. Is malam cíistí a bhacáil de carda agus slán agus iadí bhaisiú. Tar éis dem cíistí rilatha ma ionín a bhacáil, thug mé an cinnis frí leis an cré a ríis. So we are a trilingual household. My first language is Afrikaans. My husband is Gaeilge, and we both speak our native languages to the children, and then we all kind of communicate in English or in all three with each other. So it gets a little bit tricky sometimes, especially if people come in and they don't know what's happening. If my child can't say the word tomato when she's saying troti, or she wants her rok, which is her guna. So it gets a little bit confusing, but we enjoy the little bit of confusion. I think it keeps us on our toes. Bhí an tuairmagam dul a hasnú, ach bhí obla orm fí thorm an phobal. Ach tar éis bás dohann ma uncle fethe héan, chur mé an agla le taobh. Thosnaigh mé dul agus d'éirí go málam a héan. So I grew up in a very artistic household. Both of my parents are very artistic. My father is really good at sketching and sculpting and woodwork. My mother is pretty much good at everything. And she encouraged creativity in us, in myself and my two sisters when we were growing up. So she did lots of arts and crafts with us as we were growing up. And I've kind of taken that on the same with my daughters. And when I started Dual, Dhuinni, my youngest, started along with me, essentially. And she has really progressed her art as well. You could see from the start, the things that she did at the start and what she is making now. You can really see a progression. And it's lovely the way it's tying around. It started with my mom inspiring creativity in me, and then I'm trying to, at least, bring that around to my own daughter as well. It requires quite a bit of patience to make flowers this way or to create pieces this way. I started doing these flowers and stuff with icing. Now first I made it much bigger, like a life-size rose. And the consistency of the icing is a lot different. So it's a lot softer and easier to work with in that respect. But then at the same time harder, because if you press too hard, you squish the thing flat, which with polymer clay gives you a little bit more leeway because it is more steady as a material. So our house is located on the border of the Bhuscrí Gaeltacht, although it depends on who you ask. People might want us to be in the Gaeltacht. But we are kind of a part of the Gaeltacht. My husband works and my kids are in school in the Gaeltacht. We have a lovely view of Malachanish from our house, and our area is absolutely amazing. It is an overflowing fountain of inspiration in this country. And in this area, there's nowhere I can go that something doesn't inspire me. I love walking down the fields towards the stream with my dogs, and they run around like crazy and bring the entire field back into the house. But it's all worth it in the end. I think the freedom of living in such a beautiful place is priceless. I mean, I grew up in a country where safety is a big concern. It was back then and it still is now. And to be able to go outside my front door after it's dark or go for a stroll down the Boreen at 9 o'clock at night is nearly inconceivable to people back home. So it is a tremendous privilege to live in a place with such beauty and safety and just lovely people.